Hold on to your hats, because Landman is serving up drama hotter than a Texas summer. Ali Larter, the 49-year-old bombshell, is stealing the spotlight as Angela, the seductive, on-again, off-again wife of Billy Bob Thornton's Tommy in Taylor Sheridan's gritty oil industry saga. With her sultry strut and barely there outfits, Larter's character is a whirlwind of raw energy. But it's not just her performance turning heads, it's the backlash. Critics are up in arms, slamming the show for sexualizing both Larter and her on-screen daughter, played by 1923's Michelle Randolph. Social media is exploding, with fans cheering and haters jeering, but Larter's not fazed. "Objectify me. Come on," she taunts, daring the world to keep up. Is this a fearless stand for empowerment or a scandalous ploy for attention? We're diving into the juiciest controversy to hit Hollywood this year, and trust us, you won't want to miss a single detail. Owning her sexuality, with zero apologies. Ali Larter's not just playing a role, she's rewriting the rules. The actress, a married mom of two with 19 years of wedded bliss under her belt, is brushing off the Landman backlash like it's dust on her designer boots. Speaking to The Hollywood Reporter, she made it crystal clear. "Nobody's putting me in a position I'm not comfortable being in." Critics may clutch their pearls over Angela's provocative wardrobe and steamy scenes, but Larter's loving every minute of it. "I'm comfortable in my own skin," she declared, her confidence practically leaping off the page. Her cheeky, "Objectify me" quip has sent shockwaves through Tinseltown, with some calling it a bold feminist flex and others crying foul. Larter's not sweating the haters, though. She's too busy channeling Angela's tornado of energy to care about the noise. But can her brazen attitude silence the critics, or is she pouring fuel on an already raging fire? Crafting a world of sex, power, and drama. At the heart of Landman's wild ride is Taylor Sheridan, the creative genius behind hits like Yellowstone and Sicario. Known for his unapologetic storytelling, Sheridan's vision for Landman is as bold as it gets, and Larter's Angela is his masterpiece. "This is Taylor's baby," Larter gushed, revealing how the director pushed her to crank up the volume on her character's larger-than-life presence. "Anytime I took my foot off the pedal, Taylor was on step," she said, describing how he demanded Angela be loud, emotional, and utterly unforgettable. Sheridan didn't stop there. Michelle Randolph's Ainsley, Angela's 17-year-old daughter, is just as provocative, sparking her own wave of controversy. Critics accuse Sheridan of leaning too hard into the male gaze, but supporters argue he's just showing real, complex women navigating a cutthroat world. Love him or hate him, Sheridan's got everyone talking, and he's reveling in the chaos. A young queen embracing her power. Meet Michelle Randolph, the 27-year-old 1923 breakout star who's lighting up Landman as Ainsley, Angela's fearless teen daughter. At just 17 in the show, Ainsley's a firecracker, raised to flaunt her sexuality with zero shame. Randolph's not here for the backlash, telling people she's proud of the show and her character's unapologetic vibe. "Being comfortable in your sexuality is something to be celebrated," she said, brushing off critics who call Ainsley's storyline too mature. Randolph sees her character as a young woman on a journey, figuring out if she thinks that's right or wrong as she navigates her upbringing. The actress admits the audience's shock caught her off guard. It was like, "Oh, okay, we're all going to process this again together," she laughed, but she's not letting it dim her shine. With poise and swagger, Randolph's proving she's a force to be reckoned with, but will her bold stance win over the skeptics? X erupts with Landman mania. The Landman drama has spilled off the screen and onto X, where it's a full-on war zone of opinions. Fans are rallying behind Larter and Randolph, hailing them as empowered queens who own their sexuality. Ali Larter's killing it. Haters are just jealous. One X post raved, racking up thousands of likes. But the critics are just as loud, with some slamming the show as tasteless and exploitative. Taylor Sheridan's obsession with skimpy outfits is embarrassing, one user fumed, sparking a heated thread. Hashtags like #LandmanControversy, #TeamAli, and #SheridanTooFar are trending, with the debate splitting fans down the middle. Larter keeps her distance from the online chaos, saying she stays at arm's length from the chatter, while Randolph focuses on her pride in the show. As the X-battlefield rages, one thing's clear. Landman's got the internet in a chokehold, and Sheridan's loving every second of the spotlight. The question dividing Hollywood. The Landman controversy isn't just about steamy scenes, it's a cultural flashpoint. At its core is the age-old question: where's the line between empowerment and exploitation? Larter's all in on Angela's sensuality, telling The Hollywood Reporter, "What's more uncomfortable is that people are so uncomfortable with their sexuality." Her "Objectify me" quip has become a rallying cry for some, who see it as a bold reclaiming of power and a lightning rod for others, who argue it plays into outdated stereotypes. Randolph's teen character, Ainsley, adds another layer. Her carefree embrace of her allure is either empowering or reckless, depending on who you ask. Critics argue Sheridan's storytelling leans too hard into male fantasies, while defenders say he's just showing authentic, multifaceted women. The debate's a minefield, with no easy answers, but Landman's forcing everyone to take a stand in a cultural tug-of-war that's as old as Hollywood itself. Why women face the harshest judgment. The Landman backlash is exposing a dirty truth. Hollywood's got a double-standard problem. Male stars like Billy Bob Thornton can play gritty, flawed characters without blinking, but when Larter and Randolph embrace their characters' sexuality, the world loses its collective mind. Larter, a seasoned pro, knows the game all too well. There's good press and bad press. That's challenging, she admitted, but her focus is on the work, not the noise. Randolph, newer to the scene, takes a similar tack, saying she didn't let myself have a perspective on the audience's reaction. Their resilience is inspiring, but it highlights a bigger issue. Why are women's choices under such a harsh microscope? From costume critiques to storyline gripes, Larter and Randolph are fighting a battle female stars have faced for decades. As the Landman drama unfolds, it's clear this is about more than one show. It's about who gets to tell women how to shine. A show that refuses to play it safe. As Landman's first season wraps, its impact is undeniable. Larter's Angela and Randolph's Ainsley have become lightning rods, sparking conversations about sexuality, power, and storytelling that'll echo long after the credits roll. With Sheridan at the helm, Season 2 is poised to crank up the heat even more. Will Larter lean harder into Angela's wild, untamed energy? Will Randolph's Ainsley evolve as she navigates the complexities of her teen years? One thing's for sure, the Landman team isn't backing down. "If there's something I was uncomfortable with, I wouldn't do it," Larter said, her conviction as fierce as her character. Sheridan's vision, bold, brash, and unapologetic, has turned Landman into must-watch TV, and whether you love it or hate it, you can't look away. Get ready for more drama, more passion, and more headline-grabbing moments, because Landman's just getting started.